Beneath the bustling streets of Paris lies a city of the dead, unseen by the majority of the millions who walk above it. A labyrinth of darkness and mystery, the Paris Catacombs stretch for hundreds of miles beneath the City of Lights, a stark contrast to the picturesque beauty and elegance above. These catacombs, a network of old quarry tunnels, have become a final resting place for millions of souls. Their remains, arranged in a macabre display of skulls and bones, line the walls of this underground city, creating a chilling spectacle that has intrigued and fascinated people for centuries. But more than a mere burial site, the catacombs of Paris tell a story. Each bone, each skull, each eerie corridor whispers tales of a past that is as intriguing as it is unsettling. They serve as a silent testament to the city's history, from the days of Roman rule to the tumultuous times of the French Revolution. Over the centuries, these catacombs have been shrouded in dark tales and legends, adding to their enigmatic allure. Stories of eerie occurrences, ghostly apparitions, and unexplained phenomena have been linked to this subterranean world, making it a hotspot for those with a penchant for the paranormal. The catacombs hold a certain mystique. Buried beneath the vibrant cafes, the world-renowned museums, and the iconic Eiffel Tower, they represent a side of Paris that is far removed from the romantic allure commonly associated with the city. They provide a glimpse into a lesser-known, darker side of the French capital, a side that is as intriguing as it is chilling. These catacombs, this city of the dead, is a world of its own, a world that exists in the shadows of one of the world's most famous cities. And yet, despite its dark and daunting nature, it continues to draw the curious and the brave, those willing to venture into the depths to explore its unseen corners and unravel its mysteries. A city beneath a city, a tale untold. Let's delve into the depths of the Paris Catacombs. The story of the catacombs begins in the late 18th century, a time of growth and grave overcrowding. The city of Paris, blossoming with life and culture, found itself in a grim predicament. The graveyards were swelling, teeming with more bodies than they could accommodate. Paris was a city bursting at the seams, not just with the living, but also with the dead. The situation was dire. The city's graveyards were so packed that corpses would sometimes protrude from the ground, an eerie sight that was all too common. The problem was not just aesthetic or a matter of space, it was a health hazard. With the constant exposure to decomposing bodies, diseases spread like wildfire, threatening the lives of Parisians. The city was in desperate need of a solution. And the answer, it turned out, lay beneath their feet. Underneath the bustling city streets, there lay a network of abandoned limestone quarries. Once the lifeblood of the city's construction, these quarries had been largely forgotten. But in the face of the city's crisis, they presented a potential solution. The idea was simple, yet chilling. The remains from the overcrowded cemeteries would be moved into the quarries, creating a vast underground ossuary. It was a pragmatic solution to a grave problem, but it was one that would forever change the face of the city. The task was monumental. Night after night, under the cover of darkness, the remains of the departed were moved. Cartloads of bones were transported from the overflowing cemeteries to the labyrinthine depths below. There they were meticulously arranged, creating walls of skulls and bones that stretched on for miles. This was no ordinary burial ground. This was a city of the dead, beneath the city of the living. It was a place of eerie beauty, of chilling silence, of profound reverence. And so the catacombs were born, a necessity born of desperation and disease. The creation of the catacombs was no small task, a project steeped in darkness and toil. Picture this, a city grappling with overflowing cemeteries, a lingering stench of decay, and the pressing need for a solution. The answer lay beneath their feet, in the labyrinthine tunnels of limestone quarries, ripe for transformation into a subterranean necropolis. The process was as arduous as it was macabre. Night after night, over the course of many years, processions of black-veiled, horse-drawn carriages would traverse the city streets. They would carry their grim cargo from the overcrowded cemeteries to the gaping mouth of the catacombs, under the cover of darkness. The bones of the deceased, now disinterred, were destined for a new home beneath the city. The people tasked with this monumental endeavor were quarry workers, grave diggers, and priests, working in conditions that could only be described as hellish. Imagine the overwhelming scent of decay, the eerie silence broken only by the chattering of bones, and the constant heavy weight of mortality. It was a labor that tested both physical strength and mental fortitude. The challenges were many. The workers had to navigate the treacherous tunnels, avoid cave-ins, and endure the relentless damp and cold. Sometimes, the sheer volume of the remains to be moved was overwhelming. Yet, they pressed on, driven by necessity and a sense of duty. In the midst of the darkness, however, there was also a strange kind of artistry. The bones were not simply dumped in the catacombs. They were arranged in intricate patterns, creating morbid mosaics of skulls and femurs, tibias and ulnas. This was not just a mass grave, but a carefully curated ossuary. In the end, the catacombs became the final resting place for over 6 million souls. Beneath the bustling streets of Paris, beneath the cafes and boutiques, the monuments and museums, lies a city of the dead. A monument not only to the city's past, but also to the tireless efforts of those who toiled in the shadows to create it. Over the years, the catacombs have served many purposes, some more sinister than others. As we delve deeper into the catacombs' history, it becomes apparent that these underground labyrinths were more than just a place for the dead. Indeed, they've had a life of their own. Throughout the years, they've been a refuge, a hideout, a secret meeting place, and a hub of clandestine activities. During the Second World War, the catacombs played a crucial role for the French resistance. The labyrinthine tunnels, hidden entrances, and the chilling aura made it an ideal hideaway from the prying eyes of the Nazi occupiers. The catacombs became a secret base, a place where plans were hatched, strategies discussed, and courage stoked amidst the bones of the past. But it wasn't just the resistance fighters who found solace in the catacombs' eerie silence. Secret societies, too, were drawn to its enigmatic charm. The catacombs became a stage for their clandestine meetings, their rituals performed under the watchful eyes of the long departed. The silence of the catacombs, it seems, has been privy to many secrets, whispered amongst the shadows. Yet not all who ventured into these subterranean depths did so with noble or secretive intentions. Some came seeking thrill and adventure. The catacombs have often been the site of illegal parties known as cataphile gatherings. Amidst the skulls and bones, music echoed, laughter rang out, and life, in its most vibrant form, danced with death. These parties, while illegal, added another layer to the catacombs' rich and varied history. But the catacombs' allure also has a dark side. Over the years, they've been a venue for illicit activities, from smuggling to vandalism. The vast, unmonitored expanse of the catacombs has, unfortunately, often provided the perfect cover for those with less than honorable intentions. The catacombs, a place of death, also became a place of life and intrigue. From a hideout to a party venue, from a refuge to a den of illegal activities, the catacombs of Paris have seen it all. They bear silent witness to the many layers of history and humanity etched into the very bones that line their walls. With the catacombs housing millions of souls, it's no surprise that tales of hauntings and paranormal activity abound. Indeed, the catacombs of Paris are not just a network of subterranean tunnels. They are an echo chamber of whispered stories, eerie encounters, and ghostly sightings. The chilling tales of spectral apparitions are as numerous as the bones that line the walls. One such tale recounts the experience of a man who, while exploring the catacombs, felt a sudden chill, as though an unseen presence had swept past him. He turned to find himself face to face with a spectral figure, a woman with hollow eyes and a mournful expression, reaching out as if to touch him. As quickly as she appeared, she vanished, leaving him in a state of shock and disbelief. Then there are the numerous accounts of disembodied voices. Visitors have reported hearing strange whispers, echoes of laughter, and even cries of distress, seemingly coming from the empty darkness. Some have even claimed to hear their names being called out, a spectral beckoning from the unseen depths. But it's not just apparitions and disembodied voices that haunt these tunnels. A common experience among visitors is an overwhelming feeling of unease, a sense of dread that seems to seep from the very walls. Many have reported feeling watched, as though unseen eyes were following their every move. Others have spoken of a profound sadness, a heaviness that seems to hang in the air, a testament perhaps to the millions of souls whose final resting place is within these catacombs. Is it the power of suggestion, the eerie surroundings playing tricks on the mind? Or is there something more? Could it be that the catacombs are not merely a resting place for the dead, but a realm where the spirits of the departed still linger? Are these tales simply products of overactive imaginations, or do the catacombs truly house restless spirits? As we delve deeper into the catacombs, you'll have to decide for yourself. The answers may be as elusive as the ghosts said to haunt these ancient tunnels. Today, the catacombs stand as a testament to Paris's history, a macabre tourist attraction that draws in the curious and the brave. This labyrinthine network of tunnels and chambers, housing the remains of millions, is a fascinating yet eerie reflection of the city's past. A mere fraction of this vast underground city is open to the public. Officially, only a 2-kilometer stretch is accessible, which is meticulously maintained and monitored for safety. As visitors descend the narrow, winding staircase, they step back in time, entering a world where the echoes of history reverberate off the stone walls. Along the dimly lit paths, the bones of the departed are arranged in intricate patterns, a chilling yet strangely beautiful reminder of our shared mortality. These public areas are carefully curated to respect the deceased, while also providing a unique insight into a time when Parisian cemeteries were overflowing, and the city turned to the earth beneath its feet for a solution. However, beyond the safety of the lit paths, the catacombs extend into darkness. This is where the strict rules come into play. To protect both the integrity of the catacombs and the safety of visitors, it is strictly forbidden to venture off the marked path. This hasn't stopped a determined few, known as cataphiles, from seeking illegal access to explore the forbidden depths. Despite the risks of getting lost, facing hefty fines, or even encountering the spectral inhabitants rumored to roam the tunnels, the allure of the unknown proves too strong for some. The authorities continue their efforts to safeguard the catacombs, maintaining the balance between preservation and access. They aim to protect this unique historical site while still allowing the public to experience a part of Parisian history that exists not in the grandeur of its monuments, but in the silent, solemn halls beneath the bustling streets. The catacombs, a city of the dead beneath the city of lights, continue to fascinate and terrify. Their hushed whispers of the past invite us to reflect, to explore, and to remember, all within the embrace of the shadows. The Paris Catacombs, a journey into the city's past, a journey into the unknown. Through the winding tunnels and vast chambers, we've traced the evolution of the city from the Roman Empire to the modern day. We've uncovered the secrets of the catacombs' construction, a mind-boggling feat of engineering that transformed a network of limestone quarries into the largest ossuary in the world. We've stepped into the shadows of the catacombs, where the spirits of the past are said to linger. We've explored the catacombs as they stand today, a testament to Paris's layered history that continues to captivate locals and tourists alike. Each turn in the catacombs holds a new mystery. Each chamber tells a different tale. This labyrinth beneath the city of lights beckons you, inviting you to become a part of its enduring narrative. Are you brave enough to delve into the depths of the Paris catacombs? The unseen city awaits,